Secondly, I would like to introduce KR Maritime Cybersecurity Activities, including technical services and certification service. Let's look at the background. Ships' paradigms are changing from conventional ship to eco-friendly ship, and recently smart ship and autonomous unmanned ship concepts are emerging. To make this possible, ships are rapidly becoming digitalized in line with the adoption of the ICT, information and communication technology. So these are the environmental changes compared with the previous. ICT convergence makes remote monitoring on shore side and digitalization and in-navigation strategy for real-time information sharing between ship to shore. Due to the development of this kind of advanced technology, maritime industry is receiving the various benefits, but we have encountered drawback of the advanced technology. Maritime cyber attacks are more and more increasing, and preemptive response to cyber attacks are needed. So let's look at the ship cyber attack services. These are the ship-to-shore data sharing mechanism. One main attack surface here through the satellite communications. So the shore side remote access could affect to ship OT systems such as propulsion control system and ACTIS, etc. The other attack surface is inside vessel through the crew using USB and tablet and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. The ship's main systems such as propulsion control or cargo control system ACTIS could be affected by this attack surface. So we have to find out the solution for the cyber safety for ships. I will show you 3 cyber attack cases in maritime industry. So 2017 June, Maersk Line, APM terminal IT system were attacked by ransomware. Terminal operation and management system stopped 3 weeks and they reinstalled 45,000 PC and 4,000 server applications to recover from the attack. Financial loss were expected about $300 million. They have to inform their services are not properly provided due to the cyber attack on Twitter. 2018 September, Port of San Diego agencies IT system were attacked by ransomware. There were 2 more similar port attack was arising within 2 months. Port of Barcelona, a port of terminal of Costco shipping company in California, was also attacked by ransomware. So any confusions in the port could lead to serious financial and social loss, and proper countermeasures needed. I assume port security control will be more strengthened regarding the ship's cyber security to solve this kind of port attack. 2017 February, container ship made from Cyprus to Djibouti was hacked and ship lose 10 hours full control of ship navigation system. Hackers tried to move ship where they could board and take over the container. The shipmaster and crew could not do anything, and they solved the problem after IT experts on board to regain control after hours of work. These 3 cases are just a few examples, and maritime industries are no longer safer from the cyber attack. Next, I will introduce international response to cybersecurity in maritime industry. At first, NINCO published the guidelines on cybersecurity on board the ship in 2016. Based on NINCO guidelines, IMO developed guidelines for maritime cyber risk management and has agreed to manage cyber risk in the ISM code from 2021. Classification Society, IACS Cyber System Panel, developing 12 guidelines for cyber safety on board ships. Also, governments, UK and USA, USCG published cybersecurity guidelines in 2017. Also, shippers, OKIM and RightShip has been applied the cybersecurity requirement since 2018, and also the flag states such as Panama declared to follow IMO decisions. This is a brief summary of IMO cyber guidelines and resolution. IMO adopted the guidelines of maritime cyber risk management. These guidelines contain high-level recommendations for cyber risk management and 5 functional elements, that is, identify, protect, and detect, and respond and recover to effectively support them. According to resolution, cyber risk management to be addressed in existing safety management system as defined in the ISM code or later, and foster annual verification of the company DOC after 1st of January 2021. Also, Classification Society published 12 recommendations for cyber safety ships, including software maintenance and network architecture, and data assurance, network security of onboard computer-based systems, and so on. IACS Cyber Panel concentrated on to unify 12 separate documents to one document in this year. UK government published cybersecurity for ships, and this code emphasized cybersecurity assessment to be included in ship security assessment. So the ship owners have to establish cybersecurity policies and process and procedures. OKIM TMSA is applied for the tanker managing company, and revised 3rd version included the cyber security in element 13, and it is applied from 2018. So document procedures in place to identify security threats, and policy and procedures, including cybersecurity, are needed. Also, cybersecurity awareness training is required. OKIM SIRE program is applied to the ship, and the revised 7th revision included cybersecurity. It is already applied from 2018 September. And ship cybersecurity policy and procedures, and the cyber response plan on board, and physical access to all shipboard IT and OT system, and policies or guidance for personal device on board, and cybersecurity awareness training is required. Next one is necessity of cybersecurity management system. To establish a cybersecurity management system, first we have to understand the purpose of cybersecurity. These are the cyber threats, and we have to secure our ship from this kind of cyber threats. These are the ship's OT systems that we have to protect from the cyber attack. Main engine, fire and gas system, and drilling control system, HVAC, cargo management, and ballast, and so on. First, we have to perform cybersecurity risk assessment to these OT systems. Then what is a cybersecurity risk assessment? If the cyber assessed are vulnerability to this kind of threats, then it could affect and impact. So it could lead to ransomware attack. It could lead to loss of ship's control as former cases. So the purpose of cybersecurity risk assessment is to identify IT/OT systems that have vulnerability to cybersecurity threat and check the level of cybersecurity risk and continuous risk monitoring. So this is IMO 5 elements: identify and protect and detect and respond and recover. So if we construct cybersecurity framework well, including cyber risk assessment, we could protect our company and ship from the cyber threat and cyber incidents. Without proper secure framework, no excuse, we could not protect our asset and fail to maintain reputation and lose safety of ship and crew and lose protect of marine environment. In Chapter 2, I will introduce KR Cybersecurity Activities. And KR provides two main services: Cybersecurity Certification Service and the Technical Services. And KR provides two services regarding the cybersecurity: Certification Service and Technical Services. Certification Services is targeted at company and ships. And if you already have your own cybersecurity framework and ready to get cybersecurity certifications, we are conducting documents review and on-site and onboard survey based on KR guidance and will give CS notations. If the company wants to establish a cybersecurity management system on board ship and the company, we do support technical services to help our customers. Cybersecurity risk assessment and IT/OT vulnerability diagnosis and penetration test and cybersecurity training is provided. This slide shows KR cybersecurity history and ongoing project. KR established its cybersecurity certification process in 2018 in accordance with International Security Standard. ISO 27001, IEC 62443, and in line with IMO and INCO's cybersecurity guidelines. Also, we had developed cybersecurity type approval program in 2019. Also, we had a contract with the Songhua Ship Management for 23 vessels, mainly oil chemical tanker, and company cybersecurity certifications. On 2019 February, we have completed cybersecurity audit and gave the certification to the Songhua Ship Management company. So from April, we will onboard and give ship cyber certifications for the 23 vessels until the end of this year. And this is the ongoing project. We are focusing on the type of approval for Hyundai Electric ISCS for recently developed system. This is ship cybersecurity building map. And to get cybersecurity certification, you have to understand ship cybersecurity building map and role and responsible of each stakeholders. First, existing ship owners have to establish cybersecurity policy and procedures and perform crew training and risk assessment in an operation point of view. We give CS 1 to 3 notation when every requirements are completed. For the new ship, shipyard is mainly responsible and OT system, incident response and recovery plan to be prepared. Also, risk assessment in a ship design and penetration test is required. For the manufacturers, cybersecurity system type approval is needed. So based on technical requirement, security level, and system vulnerability testing is required. I will explain KR cybersecurity certification process. So according to this guidance, there are 4 levels of cybersecurity notations: CS ready, and CS1, CS2, and CS3. CS ready notation is required to new ship equipped with cybersecurity system. And CS1 Beijing notation, and there are 18 categories and 88 survey items. And if you have these notations, all the TMSA and right ship requirements are covered. CS2 is enhanced notation and targeting more complex ships like LNG and heavy ships. CS3 is advanced notation and targeting autonomous and unmanned ships. This is KR cybersecurity process, same as the other classification process. Document review first, and on-site survey are performed. When every comments are cleared, then we issue the certification to the client. After initial survey, every year we are checking the ships and company maintaining cybersecurity abilities. This is the CS notation overviews, and CS1, for example, there are 18 categories and 88 survey items, and ship owners have to verify each item to get the certifications. This is the example of Songa company debt analysis scoring graph. For the purpose of these activities are to recognize our cybersecurity status precisely and find a solution to complete certification process. Final goal is to fulfill all the categories. Next, I will introduce KR cybersecurity technical services. First one is a cybersecurity risk assessment. It is important to have workshop to find out cyber threats and vulnerabilities and countermeasures. So this is the overall process of KR cybersecurity risk assessment. So we have 4 steps to complete 4 processes. First, step 1 is scope determination, and step 2 is critical system identification, and step 3 is cybersecurity risk assessment by joint workshop, and step 4 is recommendation by report. This is KR cybersecurity risk assessment application cases. For the company risk assessment, we have verified server physical security was the high risk through the risk assessment workshop. After risk assessment workshop, ship owners installed server room door locking device and cabinet locking device, and installed CCTV for checking unauthorized personnel. We also provide cybersecurity awareness training for ship superintendents and staff in office. So cybersecurity awareness training is the most important activity because cybersecurity cannot be achieved without changing of our mind. So it is especially important to attend the senior level, such as director and CEO, so they could decide host issues. We grant training certificates after the completion of these 3 hours training course. We are providing on-site and onboard survey if ship owners wanted to check the status of cybersecurity before opening TMSA and SIRE audit. Based on classification cybersecurity checklist and tools, we are verifying the company and the ship cybersecurity weakness, point and give guidance to solve the problem. This picture shows onboard PC vulnerability diagnosis check done by technical tools. We have automated tools, and we can check account management and password policies quickly using this kind of tools. Also, KR support document development through providing cybersecurity related form to the customers. For example, company security procedure and cybersecurity inventory templates and manual guidance. KR publishes cybersecurity newsletter every month from 2018 May. The cybersecurity activities of KR and the latest cybersecurity news are included. In February newsletter, completion of Songa Asset Management Company cybersecurity certification was written. All these newsletters are found on the KR cybersecurity homepages. This is end of my presentation and conclusions. Maritime industries are no longer safe from the cyber attack as ships became more smarter and digitalized, autonomous, and unmanned. And cybersecurity will be essential. Cybersecurity awareness and cybersecurity risk assessment are the most important activities for a company and ship. Based on KR's cybersecurity experience, cybersecurity is manageable with the help of professional groups related with cybersecurity. KR is supporting to our customers for securing cybersecurity management system on ships and companies through our technical and certification services. Thank you for listening.